And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on the Saturday evening. Got nothing better to do, right? Hey, anyways, guys, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Yes, Mike Cole opted out. We could talk about that a little bit. What's up, Alex? How's it going, man? Yeah, we could talk about that, see what's going on. But the title is going to be, should the San Francisco Giants blow it up? And here, I just want to hear from you guys. I don't particularly want to see that, but that could be an option, right? That could be an option the San Francisco Giants take this offseason, where they blow it up. And you know what? There could be different levels of blowing up. There could be minor blowing up. There could be major blow up, or there could be no blow up. Who knows? But yeah, there's some other news. Wilmer Flores has opted into his $3.5 million contract. It will be up to the San Francisco Giants whether or not they want to keep Flores, or they could just choose to release him. What's up, Morkana? How's it going, man? Eldridge and Jung Hoo Lee should be untouchable if there is a blow up. That's what I'm thinking. Who knows? Maybe Jung Hoo Lee is. Who knows, man? Maybe he is good. Maybe someone will find him valuable. If the Giants aren't going to be doing anything, again, if you're talking about blowing it up, we're talking about, this is like major rebuild, something that the Giants don't do, right? And that's another thing. Do the Giants really rebuild? No, they call it retooling, or I don't know. They don't like using the rebuild word. They need to release Flores. I could say this. Yeah, honestly, I've told Glenn that really. Is it slow Soto or Blow? No, there's something in between. Wasteland. I think there's something in between. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, Wasteland Studios, you talk to me. What do you think the Giants need to do? What is their, if you want to compete in the NL West, again, you're looking up to the San Diego Diamond. You're looking up to the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. I'm not going to even include the LA Dodgers because we all know where the Dodgers are. But I don't know. What do you think, Wasteland? The Giants need a middle of the order bat, unless you want Santander and Adames to be your middle of the order. Hey, yeah, sure. They'll hit you some home runs. They'll get you some RBIs, but is it going to be enough? Will it be enough? I don't know, man. Because you also got to have a starting pitching staff that's going to prevent said runs. It's going to be tough, man. That's what I'm saying. The Giants got it's going to be a tough road because you got to have the pitching and you got to have a lineup to do something. Take a look at the playoffs this year. Was it really spectacular pitching out there? Really? Was it really spectacular pitching in the playoffs? Not really. It really wasn't. Yeah, you had a few guys that had some nice outings, but for the most part, it was just lineups are bludgeoning each other. That's what it was. You always talk about, once you get into the playoffs, it's about starting pitching, defense, and timely hitting. Well, this postseason, it was just knocking the shit out of the ball. That's what it was. Little bit different. Yeah, I mean, you got to pitch good in the season. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, man. The big arms are nowhere to be seen, Joshua. 100%, exactly, right? I mean, you got guys that you didn't expect. Who thought that Sean Manaea, Jose Quintana were going to be such formidable starting pitching? I mean, you didn't see that coming, right? Yamamoto had a couple of good games, right? Severino wasn't all that great. He was okay, right? Who else? Cole was okay, right? I don't think okay to good. He wasn't great. I'd say he was okay to good. The Guardians had nothing. Unfortunately, the Royals, who I thought had a little bit more depth, but that didn't really show up in the playoffs. The Tigers, they were piecing it together with duct tape with all those damn bullpen games. I don't know how far. I mean, it was incredible. The Padres, they had some okay pitching, but it failed towards the end. Man, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna want to compete in an NL West, you're gonna have to have both. You can't get away with one and not the other. I'm putting my trust in Posey and Manaisian until I see others. There you go. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, LD. Honestly, that's fair. Alex has a question. Yankees podcasters are laughing at the Dodgers for Ohtani contract because they said we'll be paying it during the next decade when he's not playing. Do you agree with them? No. They've already said that the contract's pretty much already paid for with the amount of sponsors that are coming in. Dude, I wouldn't say that. Dodgers know what the hell they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. Come on. I guarantee you, I would not be surprised if they're putting away the money that they have to pay him, and then when it comes time for them to pay, they're just going to give an upfront freaking check and say, Shohei, thank you for your services. Come on, man. They're making a shit ton of money with Shohei Ohtani. I mean, he's not just in Southern California, not even in just the NL West, not even the NL, in the entire freaking league. He is the guy, man. Yeah, New Yorkers are just a little bit salty. I get it. I'm sure there'll be some San Francisco Giants fans that say the same thing, man. I'm sure. Instant good evening. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Are we really considering blowing up the team when free agent just started? Panic time because of Manaison? No, I'm not saying that. It's an option, though, right? It's an option. We don't know. Here's the thing. Instant. Listen to me here. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what Posey and Manaisian is going to do. Have absolutely no idea. We don't know. Honestly, does anyone have any clue of the philosophy of Manaisian? Does anyone have a clue in the thought process of Buster Posey? Nobody does. So we don't know. It could go different direction. They could decide to go get Soto, right? They could go get Soto and all this other stuff. They could go that direction too. I mean, I've been talking about that for freaking a couple of months now, right? Or they could decide to blow it up. I don't know, man. We're going to have to we're just spectators. That's all we are. We could give our opinions on what the Giants should do. And you know what? Everyone's entitled to that, right? Everyone's entitled to hey, I think this should be the best direction. That's fine. Hey, man, good on you. At least you're thinking about something and trying to figure it out, right? But we don't know. Until they start signing players or not signing players, we are not going to know what the direction of the San Francisco Giants are going to be 2025 and beyond. Hell of this, hell of that. What's up, dude? Eric, what's your thoughts on the potential Giants signing the number one international free agent, Josar de Jesus Gonzalez? Yeah, the guy's supposed to be something, but he's like 16 years old. Talk to me in about 4 years, right? I mean, this is your prototypical long-term investment into somebody. He could be something. he may not be something. And until he comes to the US and starts playing in the minor leagues, we just don't know. It's exciting. Don't get me wrong. It's exciting. I hope for the best with him. Yeah, he's like 16 or 17 years old, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's where he's at. So it's going to be a while before we see the kid. If we see him earlier, that means he's showing something. No doubt about it. And that's what you want. But let's, again, it's hard for me to get excited sometimes about these guys because we've been fooled so much. Look, as Giants fans, we've been fooled with prospects. We've been fooled with free agents. We've been fooled by a lot of things. Doesn't mean look, sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. We'll just have to see how it all works out. Yankees will have a tough time keeping Soto. Yeah, are you talking about the whole Garrett Cole thing? Yeah, honestly, Alex, I don't think Ohtani had any intention of coming to San Francisco. I don't think he had any intention of going onto the East Coast. His heart was set in staying in Southern California. That's what I believe. And you know what? Hey, and Ohtani, to his credit, said, hey, you know what? I don't have to worry about the annual average value of my contract. I know I'm going to get paid, but I want to win. I want to win. So he's the one that broached the whole deferment to the Dodgers. What do you think the Dodgers are going to say? Defer 97% of that money? Nah. I think he definitely wanted to go to LA. And again, to sweeten the deal, this is what he said. Did he offer that to any other teams? Probably not. Think about it. If that's the case, you wouldn't think Steve Cohen would have jumped at the opportunity of deferring 97%? Steve Cohen would have done that in a heartbeat. Before you could finish saying, we would like to defer, he'd be like, sold. So that tells me he wanted to go to LA. He wanted to go to LA. We'll find out when Shohei writes his memoirs. Mark Daugherty, the Giants are out of the playoffs forever. No, I did not see that. D-Shot. Signed an international player who thought was 14, but was actually 19. Oops. Oops. Hey, bad on them, man. They got to do their due diligence, right? LD, I hate to say it, man. I think Snell's gone, man. And the reason why I think Snell is gone, the reason why I think Snell is gone is because if he wanted to stay in San Francisco, the Giants already know what Snell would want in terms of a contract, right? Because they've worked with him for over this last year. Yeah, they all say, all the potential free agents always say, I love it here. It's great. Of course, they do that. They don't want to burn bridges. Come on, they don't want to burn bridges. But if the Giants really wanted to keep Snell, they would have offered him a contract he couldn't refuse. The Giants decided not to do that. So he's walking. Look, is Boris Boris likes his guys to go to free agent, but it's not out of the realm of possibility of signing him. Look what he did with Chapman. He didn't allow Chapman to go. I shouldn't say allow, but he didn't have an issue with Chapman getting extended with the Giants. And he may have gotten a little bit more. Maybe you think he may have gotten a little bit more. I don't know. I guess that could be debatable. But I mean, they could have done the same thing with Snell. I think Snell's gone, man. I hate to say it, but he's gone. Corbin Burns, I like Corbin Burns. All right. Could they trade for somebody? Yeah, they could possibly trade. That's a possibility. But who are you going to give up? Snell might get as much as 6.24. He might. LD, you might. You might. You know what I don't want to see, guys? You know what I don't want to see is I do not want to see. What's up, Giants Report? I don't want to see Blake Snell go to the Dodgers. Because I think one thing the Dodgers may do next year, they may go to a 6-man rotation, maybe, because they're gonna have because I think they're getting Roki Sasaki. Let's think about this. They let Bueller go. Kershaw, whatever. Come on. He had a great career, but I think he's done. They got Glasnow that's going to come back. So if you had Glasnow, Flaherty, they may just say they let go. Maybe they could do better than Flaherty. Think about this. Ohtani is coming back. Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki, Tyler Glasnow. And then if they get a Blake Snell or a Max Fried, and then they get another that gets 6 pairs, I could see them doing that. I honestly, I could. Again, it's going to be up to Blake Snell whether or not he wants to go to Southern California. And I think a lot of it's going to be dependent on the money. Look, if he wants to win, come on, check. That box is checked, right? If he wants to be in the scene, the Hollywood scene, check. If he wants to, again, win, check. The only thing that's left is the paycheck, man. And the Dodgers can spin to a certain extent on getting another pitcher because I think that's going to be their weakness. And, of course, they'll probably re-sign Teoscar. Their lineup is fairly Glasnow, Yamamoto, Ohtani, Roki, Stone, Snell, or Fried. There you go. Stone could be the other one. Yeah. Stone could be your 6th. I still think they might go to 6-man. We'll see. Bueller to the Giants would be interesting. See, I don't know. Doesn't that kind of reek of Arhanian? Phew. Interesting. No, it's not. Come on, Grand Admiral. No, it's not. We got to talk realistic here. You got to be realistic. Come on, Grand Admiral. You know me better than that. You got to be realistic because, again, we don't know what the Giants are going to do. We know what the other teams are going to do, right? We know what the other teams are going to do. We have no idea. What's up, Necron? Dude, what's up, dude? We know what the other damn teams are going to do. We don't know what the Giants are going to do. We got a brand new president of baseball operations. We have a brand new GM. We have absolutely no idea what direction they're going to go in. And it pisses me off, Grand Admiral, because what else am I supposed to do up here? I've been sitting there talking about Soto coming to the Giants for months. I want the Giants to be better, dude. But you got to look. You got to look to see what the other teams are doing. We see it. We could see it. Yes, Necron, the Giants are a huge question mark. 100%. We know what the Mets are going to do. We know what the Yankees are going to do. We know what the Phillies are probably do. We'll know what the Dodgers are going to do. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. I mean, it's going to be tough, man. Here we go. Instant. How about this possibility if Soto doesn't sign? Split whatever Soto was offered and sign Snell, Fried, Burns, and Cole. Hey, why not, right? Just go all in on all the pitchers. Oh, man. Again, you still... Look, here's the problem, Instant. You could... Sure, you only allow 2-3 runs a game. But the Giants have to score more than 2 or 3 runs, right? Be a hell of a rotation. And who knows, Instant? Actually, that won't work. Do you think, come on, guys, Cole is not going to leave the Yankees, right? Cole isn't going to leave the Yankees. He grew up a Yankees fan. He's just leveraging his contract against the Yankees. So the Yankees either got to pay up or they let him walk. Do you really think the Yankees are going to let Garrett Cole walk? I doubt that. I think Garrett Cole is going to be re-signed by the Yankees. A bunch of extra inning 0-0 games. Yeah, there you go. And then once the starter is out, then you got to rely on the bullpen. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Cole is going to leave New York. Oh, here we go. Grand Admiral, like Senior said when he pointed out the Red Sox comeback, Doc. Yeah. The Red Sox paved their own way with the 2016. can't copy the Yankees or Cardinals, build your own team. Absolutely. You have to. I agree. I agree with that, Grand Admiral, 100%. But you could also sprinkle in some free agents that help along. That's why I said, when I said Soto, look, I'm not saying get a whole freaking team of free agents, right? Look at that. Ramos in left field, homegrown. Jung-Hoo Lee, free agent. Third base, free agent. Right field, we just leave that open for now. Third base, free agent. Shortstop was supposed to be homegrown. Second base is homegrown. First base is homegrown. Catcher is homegrown. Webb is homegrown. Harrison, Birdsong, Roop, Black, all them, they're all homegrown. The starting rotation is primarily homegrown right now. So I don't know, man. And again, it's not our money. And this organization is rich, guys. Look, this is not, and no offense to the smaller market teams, but this isn't the Pirates. This isn't the A's. This isn't the heck, you can even say the Cleveland Guardians, right? Use that leverage to your advantage, right? That's what I'm calling for. Use the leverage to your advantage. If it means you have to go out there and pay, that's fine. Again, you don't always have to do that. Yeah, I think Ramos is definitely going to start in left field, right? Come on, barring injury, LD, I would think so. Kim at shortstop. God, I don't like it. Hell of this, hell of that. I know a lot of people are high on Kim. I'm not so much. I'd rather trade for Bichette, to be honest with you. And if you're going to do a free agent route, hell, even Adames would be better than Kim. I'm not really high on Kim. I mean, we could bring up his numbers, but it's not going to be all that great. They supposedly Kim may be ready for the beginning of the season. I don't know. I guess it all depends on his recovery. And I guess that's other news, by the way. He did opt out, so he is now a free agent. Ha-Seong Kim is a free agent. All right, what do we got? Nothing there. Like Cobb was supposed to be ready. Yeah, exactly. Man, once you get surgery, man, you never know what can happen. You can follow the procedures and the rehabilitation, but sometimes people have setbacks. Kim at second base might be better, to be honest with you. But who's going to be your shortstop? Fitzgerald? I don't like Fitzgerald. I'd rather see Fitzgerald at shortstop and have Bichette have Fitzgerald at second base and Bichette at shortstop. Yes, Eddie. You know what I'm talking about. We ain't the Tigers or the Fishies from Miami. We're the San Francisco Giants, guys. The fifth richest team. You don't become the fifth richest team by sucking, right? You got to have some success. So freaking use it. And if you want to continue to succeed, you got to still spend money, man. Make the team the best that you can within the means that is afforded to you. Come on, let's not act like the Giants are poor here. But here's the question. Here's the thing then. Is there anyone out in the chat? Well, there you go. Instant, the most wins in regular season history. Yes. Do the Giants blow it up? Would you welcome the Giants just blowing it up and starting all over? Oh, Alex, don't even get me started on that 2021 season. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Farhan Zaidi is what happened. See, there you go, LD. You get surgery in April. There you go. You're still feeling it. Jay, what's up, dude? Yeah, buddy. Yes, Jay. You will be able to catch me on Military History Chronicles tonight, right around 9:30, depending how long I go here. An hour and a half here should be good. But yes, I will be over there, Jay. Military History Chronicles. Be good stuff. But no, Buster, Melvin, and Chapman wouldn't sign up for a full rebuild. That grand, that's good. Okay, I get it. But what if they do? Would you? Well, what I'm saying is, would you be happy with it? I don't know. I don't think there would be too many people. They need to rebuild and let the young guys play. They're not a playoff team, says Necron. See, there's some people out there that think they should go that route, but they won't, because the Giants are. They don't like to rebuild. Eddie, coming in here with some facts. Let's not either pretend our farm has been recently shit, because it's been shit even during the later years, during Saban eras as well. Yes, we haven't had all that much success drafting and developing lately. Oh, absolutely. I have wanted a youth, but when I said the youth movement, you also got to have. You can't go all youth. I've said that from the very beginning. You can't go all youth. You got, especially, look, if you want to go all youth because you don't have much of a budget, I get it. If your payroll is kind of I get going full youth movement. But you got to sprinkle in some damn free agents or some veteran presence in there to get it going. That's what the Giants did during the World Series. You had the youth, but you also had some veterans in the lineup that were getting the job done. Edgar Renteria during 2010 comes to mind. Cody Ross is another one. Aubrey Huff in 2010. In 2012, you had Hunter Pence. You brought Javi Lopez over also in 2010. In 2014, you brought over Tim Hudson. So, I mean, you just don't go full youth. You just have to have the youth that does come up, produce, and then you sign some guys who can do something. $100%. Kenneth. Yes, sir. Exactly what Eddie was saying. Along the same lines, the Giants are the 5th richest team who now own the entire Bay Area market now that the A's are gone. No excuse to be tight-fisted. 100%. That's my feeling. That's why I say blowing it up, I think would be the wrong answer. Maybe they do. And I know Senior, our good friend over here, that always joins us here in the chat. He advocates for like a mini rebuild. But even with a mini rebuild, what players do you sign in free agents if you want to do a quote-unquote mini rebuild? And the reason why I have a tough time with that, we had 6 years, man. 6 years. This organization had 6 years to get something done. And I just don't want to go down that path again. It just seems counterproductive. Yes, Grand Admiral. Farhan wasted 3 years overpaying for the wrong veterans, never allowing the youth. Hey, Grand Admiral, let's talk about the history of Mr. Farhan Zaidi's free agent pickup. How many of Farhan's free agents actually lasted through their contract? I don't think one did, man. I don't think one did. The longest tenured contract he ever signed was 3 years. I think he did a 3-year for La Stella, a 3-year for Haniger, a 3-year for Soler. 0. Exactly. None. Yeah, I didn't think so either, Mario. I didn't think so either. I don't think they need to. Mario, I agree. I don't think they need to blow it up. But I put it out there because there may be some people out there that feel like it needs to be done. Disco got a 3-year, didn't make it through. Correct. I think I want them to be bold, but I don't know. Mario, do you have any insight whatsoever on Manassian or what you think Buster Posey may or may not do? This is the part that's just I'm a little bit nervous for the simple fact you just don't know what to expect from these two. Now, one thing you can 100% count on is Buster Posey is a competitor. He wants to win. There's no doubt about it. The guy wants to win. He did it on the field. I'm pretty sure he wants to do it in the office, so to speak. But you got to remember, when being a player on the field is different than being an executive in the office. It's two entirely different things. Yes, your competitiveness could still be there, no doubt about it. But these are two totally different type of jobs that you have to perform. So we'll see how it happens, man. Again, we'll have to hold judgment until the off season. But I'm just a little bit worried for the simple fact I just don't know what to expect. Hey, maybe it keeps other teams a little bit on the edge of their seat as well, wondering what the Giants are going to do. I don't know. Yeah, and I didn't like that. Did someone else bring that up? I don't know. I have more faith in Buster. 100% Mario. Correct. That I agree with you on. I have more faith in Buster as well. We'll just see what direction he wants to take. LD. Manayasin is not Farhan. He's a different man. Correct. I don't think anyone is like Farhan, to be honest with you. But my only question is he used to being in those deliberations with free agents and other teams in making trades and signing free agents? Because that's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than you're going out and scouting people, right? It's one thing when you're going out there, you got your eyes on this guy, you're watching how he plays. Yeah, he does this well, he does this well. You got a keen sense for talent. I get it. If you got a keen sense for talent, that plays, right? But when you're in the negotiation table, it's a whole different ball of wax, right? Sure, with a trade, you might understand the strengths and weaknesses of said player, right? But are you going to know who to trade and who to trade for? Are you going to know what type of offer to give a free agent? Let's see. I expect trades. Manaisian specializes in scouting pro personnel, which is different to amateur scouting, so he knows everyone's paid personnel. Trades are his MO. Okay. Answer me this now. Do you think my Marlins will ever be good again? Man, real quick, I'll come back to you, Grand. Mr. Wright, I thought you guys were turning the corner last year, but then this year happened. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I thought you had a good GM in Kim Ng, but it did, I guess. I don't know what to tell you about your Marlins, man. Hey, but you got good old Gabe Kapler over there, man. Where's my Marlins hat at? Where the Marlins hat at? You got Kapler, man. Anyways, back to Grand Admiral talking about trades. Grand Admiral, I'm going to ask you this question, and everyone else can answer as well. Who would you trade and for who? Who do the Giants have that can be traded to get something significant back? That's because if they're going to go to route of trades, how many trades can they get done and who's involved? Yeah, new ownership, right? Yeah, that might help. But who did the Giants have to trade? I've heard Logan Webb. But who else are you going to trade? Are you trading someone from the 40-man? Are you trading prospects? I like Bichette. I think you could get Bichette for a reasonable price. I don't think you have to overpay for him. I don't think. Compared to a Vlad Jr., compared to a Garrett Crochet is going to cost a pretty penny in prospects because that's what they're going to want, right? Isn't that what the teams want? They want prospects. That's how it usually works, right? In the winter meetings, you trade your prospects to get your major league players. And then during the trade deadline, you trade your major league players to get the prospects. It's kind of how it works, doesn't it? Doval, I don't know. Does he have any value? That's the thing. I get you, Instant. That's why I wanted to get Bichette. I love his average, and he's got some pop, and he plays a decent shortstop. Vlad would be great, but I don't see the Blue Jays letting him go. If they do, that'd be a huge mistake. Well, here we go. And this is the thing, talking about the 40-man. Farhan dealt with the 30th to the 40th position of the 40-man. Right? He dealt with the bottom of the 40 rather than addressing your starting 9. Look, I get the depth. I understand that, but depth pieces can be found. Let's get the foundation built before you start putting up the studs. And right now, the Giants don't have a foundation, do they? Yeah, I mean, is Eldridge a foundation? Might be. We just don't know yet, man. I hope. Oh, no way. Cole's going to stay with the Yankees right here. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. I think, does Passan have something on that? Let's look. I've seen it throughout the day. Let me see if he's got out of his oh, there it is. Oh, I'm seeing that 14 and 19-year-old. Oops. Oh, let's see if I can actually read it or if it's blocked. Oh, I think we're good. Okay, guys, let's take a look. I think we might be in luck. Let's take a look at Garrett Cole's situation. Hold on. What did I do? Did I get rid of that? Not yet. Come on. There we go. Again, this is by Jeff Passan, guys. New York Yankees ace Garrett Cole opted out of his contract Saturday, leaving the team with the ability to ensure he remains in pinstripes by adding an additional year at $36 million to the 4 years and $144 million that had been remaining on the contract. Cole, 34, has been among the best pitchers in baseball over the course of his first 5 years with the Yankees, winning the American League Cy Young in 2023. After an elbow surgery sidelined him for the first 2.5 months of the 24 season, he returned to make 17 starts, posting a 3.41 ERA and striking out 99 over 95 innings while walking 29, allowing 11 home runs. Cole's opt-out comes days after he started a Game 5 loss in the World Series. Following 4 no-hit innings, the Los Angeles... come on. Not even going to go down that. I don't want to deal with it. The Yankees have until Sunday night to invalidate Cole's opt-out by making the remainder of his 5-year... the remainder of his deal 5 years at $180 million. The expectation is that the Yankees will add the $36 million to keep Cole at the top of their rotation and ensure they don't potentially lose multiple identical players with star outfielder Juan Soto hitting free agency. Should New York decline its option to void Cole's opt-out, Cole would join a strong class of starting pitchers that includes Burns, Snell, Fried, Flaherty, Buehler, Kikuchi, Pivetta, Severino, Manaya. All right, okay, so there you go. Let's look at this. Expectation the Yankees will add to keep Cole. I don't see Cole going anywhere, man. I don't. I think he sticks with the Yankees. Why would the Yankees do that? It's only one more year. Trevor Bauer. I think Trevor Bauer is done. What is up, Jim Everett? He is still hungover from celebrating, and I know what you're talking about. Your buddy Alex is in here. I'm sure he was celebrating too. But no, Cole's not going anywhere, right? Cole ain't going nowhere. He's staying in New York. Let's not. Come on. Let's not. And Soto's not going anywhere either. Yes. MHC tonight, Jim. Correct. He may not, man. Jason, he may not. Again, if the Yankees are the highest bidder, he's not leaving. Agreed. Whoever's the highest bidder is where Juan Soto is going. Great question there to get back to some Giants talk. Forget our San Francisco perspective. How many teams would take and play Wade at first base out of 30 teams? Nobody. Cole pitched 9 innings more than Snell. Hiroku, man, coming in strong. Yankees need to get revenge. I was celebrating too with here's to the people that can't say Mickey Mouse ring. Yeah. You got that off your back, Jack. The Mickey Mouse ring is all done. You think so? You think a lot of people would start Wade at first base considering he doesn't have much power? I don't know. Grand Admiral. Don't get me wrong. He'll take a walk. He gives a professional at bat, but for a corner infielder, does he give you what you need at first base? I don't know. And he's injury prone. He's very injury prone. Just for that alone may not be very enticing to a few teams. And here's another thing. How many teams platoon first base? How many teams platoon first base? Answer me that question. How many teams, out of the 30 teams, how many teams will platoon first base? And that will tell you how valuable Mr. Wade is. Because that's what he is. Wade is a platoon player. Trading Mike Yastrzemski, he ain't gonna get much back. Right? And I think Posey likes him too. I think Posey, I would not be surprised if Yaz comes back as a fourth man. That's true. I get you what you're saying, Grand Admiral. You're going outside. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Breaking the paradigms. That's okay. That's good. I'm not against what you're saying, Grand Admiral. 100%. I don't think he's very valuable. Okay, we'll take the power out of the equation. He's a platoon. He's a platoon player. Only if there's an injury. First base is usually a set position like a catcher. Correct. Yeah, that's the only thing, Kuroku. But we don't know what Posey's going to do, man. Yeah, we're getting there, Jim. Man, appreciate that, dude. Thank you, sir. We're getting there. Slowly, but surely we are getting there. Pete Alonso. Here's the thing. And I know what you're saying, Grand Admiral. You're trying to trade him. I get it. You want to trade him. If you could trade him, that would be fantastic. He would be more part of a package deal. He's not going to be a standalone guy. I get it. But because we got Bryce Eldridge coming to be your first baseman. I know you got Christian Walker out there. Supposedly the Yankees are looking at Christian Walker as well. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Christian Walker, the Yankees will probably be. Look, the Yankees are going to be going after. They're going to have to get a third baseman, right? They got their phenom Dominguez, who's probably going to start in the outfield. That's why I think they can lose Soto. You got Jason, right? Is that how you say his name? Jason Dominguez is coming up for the Yankees. He's going to be in the outfield. Yeah, maybe you could. Who knows? Maybe you put him in left and you put Soto in right. Who knows? I'm sure they'll find a place. Same here, LD. That's what I'm hoping too, man. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, we've seen that a lot of San Francisco Giants fans. All this hype of a prospect coming up, and next thing you know, it's not too much. Alonso can play first base, and then he could be a DH, 100%. And I think that's where you're going to see him most, right? Yes, Soto's only 26 years old. That's the biggest thing. Yes, I think Wade does have trade value. Not saying that. But I just don't know how much value he'll have. He's going to have to be packaged. Soto going to the Dodgers. Jim? I honestly, I don't. Come on, you guys already got Betts, Freeman, Ohtani. You guys don't need Soto. You don't need him. You guys got to get a need. Your guys' need is starting pitching. You got to go with the need. You're not an organization that needs a superstar. You guys are getting, your bills are being paid, man. You guys are good to go. Same thing with the Yankees. You got Judge. You still got Stanton. You got Garrett Cole, who's going to come back. The Mets, they got Lindor. They got Senga. They got freaking Diaz. They got their young phenom, Mark Vientos, who's going to be something. Boston has got Devers. They got the kid out there in the outfield, Duran. Looks like he's going to be pretty good. Who else? They got someone else out there, don't they? Casas, right? Their first baseman. Oh, I don't even want to, Alex, I don't even want to imagine it. It would be disgusting. Honestly, it would be absolutely disgusting. And you know what I mean by disgusting, as in it's going to be bloodshed. It's just going to be, oh, I can't even imagine. 94. I'll stop watching baseball, says Rox. Man, I know, right? God, could you imagine? Honestly, is that even good for baseball too? Is that even good for baseball? Having something like that? Oh, it's game over. Hell, 100%. But I get what you're saying, Grand Amma, but who are you going to get? Yeah, no, Tony's going to pitch. I know. I don't know if I believe that, Jack. Did you see him during the World Series? He didn't look like he was a guy who was a narcissist. The guy pumped up his teammates when he was in the dugout. I don't know. I don't know where that information is coming from. I think maybe because the way he acts when he's in the box, people think that he's some kind of all about himself, but it seemed like he was a team player to me watching the World Series. If you guys saw something different, or if you've read something, just let me know and I'll look for it. San Diego was a mess though, right? In 2023, the Padres were a mess. You had blow-ups between Machado and Tatis. You had Tatis just being weird, suspended. Soto coming over. It was just weird. The Mets in 2023, or not the Mets, the Padres in 2023 was a bit of a disaster. They had the talent. It's just they had something going on, and I don't know what it was. Because if you think about it, if Soto was that much of a cancer, if he went to the Yankees, look how the Yankees played this year. The Yankees played freaking out of their minds. They had a good season. They got to the damn World Series. Look, if the guy is that much of a cancer, there's no way a team is going to get to the World Series, are they? Oh, well, there you go. Maybe there's beef between, there was issues between Tatis and Soto. Could be. Interesting. Stuff that we probably won't know until a book is written by one of the players. That's what I'm guessing. $600 million. Yeah, I am. Hey, it's not my money, Jack. Not my money. 14 years, 670. 14 years, 670. If you do 14 years and $670 million, this is what you get. we go, man. Gosh, dang it, I get so pumped up every time I watch that because I can visualize it right before me. I can see it. Pay the man. Right? Just pay the man. You don't have to blow nothing up. The Giants wouldn't have to blow anything up. And I've totally went off track on the title of this show, but oh well. It is what it is. Just pay the man. Why not? Just pay him. Even if the Giants aren't good in 2 years, he's only going to be 28. It's okay if he's 30 years old and the Giants are starting to get good, because you're still going to have at least another 5 good years, man. Come on. Even if you do a quote unquote rebuild, the kid is 26 years old. Say the Giants just suck, right? Say the Giants suck for 2 years. The beginning of 2028, he's going to be 28 years old, man. Gosh, dang, man. It's okay if you spend a lot of money and the Giants aren't going quite anywhere in the first couple of years of his contract. That's fine. He is your cornerstone. A cornerstone. That's who you put. The cornerstone is not Matt Chapman. As much as I know a lot of people love Matt Chapman, and he's a good player. But he's a guy you put around Soto. Bryce Eldridge, when he comes up, won't have that immense amount of pressure upon him, right? When he shows up, because he's got some protection in the lineup with Juan Soto. Elliot Ramos has shown that he's an all-star caliber type of player. Jung-Hoo Lee is going to be better this year. Fitzgerald is probably going to be better next year. Go out there, you sign Juan Soto, you trade for Bichette, and you sign another starting pitcher. Am I making it sound easy? I don't know. Does it sound like I'm making it sound like it's simple? See, for me it does. Now, the trade with Bichette might be tough. Not going to say that, but when you're signing free agents, money, man, it's about the money. Granted, there's other factors involved. I'm not stupid to understand the fact that there's other factors. Could be geographic locations. I get it. There could be geographical locations. I understand it. That is a thing with certain players. It could be if you want to win immediately, well, then San Francisco is probably not the place. You could get to winning. Doesn't mean you're going to start winning right off the top, though. But guess what? To make up for the lack of winning, you're getting a pretty fat paycheck. Pretty fat paycheck. And if you got together a good core of players who get along, I don't know. Soto's not joining a team who hasn't been in a playoffs in 3 years. I think the Giants could get a playoff. They could get into playoffs in about maybe 2 to 3 years, somewhere on there. It could, if everything pans out right. If Eldridge is going to be the superstar that we think he's going to be, if the Giants also get a starting pitcher and they sign or they trade for Bichette, I think the Giants could be pretty damn formidable. Oh, don't even say it. Ibrahim. Come on, dude. Oh, don't even go there. Oh, my God. You know what? Haven't hit this in a while. Let's bring this up. I like what you're saying.
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Grand Admiral Shanahan.
All right. I like what you just said there. I'm just very optimistic about this offseason. Good. Needs will be addressed and money will be spent. No more pillow deals for broken has-beens like the past 3 seasons. There you go. I like it. I like it. Grand Admiral. I like the positivity, 100%. I wish I had a little bit more positivity than you. I'm a little bit more pessimistic than optimistic, but let's see what happens. Again, I'm not making my final determination on what's going on until we see. Even after this offseason, is it really fair? I don't know. I guess we'll see. It all depends on what directions they go. Wait until Solaris starts hitting. I remember those comments. Yeah, exactly. Instant. That's the problem. That's my problem. That is 100% my problem. It's like over the last 6 years, you've seen this. You know, one good year, 2021, magical year. Woohoo! And what did they do to build upon that? Absolutely not a damn thing. No more Slater mentality. Holy crap, dude. I like it.
A Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Alive Insurance.
Yep, there we go. No more Slater mentality. 100%. Got to get away from that. He's a free agent, by the way. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that, man. And the Slater mentality could be different. It could be taken different ways. Platooning. And when I mean by platooning, I'm talking about the extreme use. Yes, teams platoon. I get it. But they do it at the bottom of the order, and they do it in usually late game situations, not freaking setting their rosters depending on who the hell's pitching. The Slater mentality, again, platooning, trying to find that quote unquote diamond in the rough. And that's what I did not like when I read, I think was it yesterday what Buster Posey was saying? They like to find diamonds in. Someone said no, it was on Twitter. I'm sorry. Someone said something to the effect that Menaisian is good at finding those diamonds in the rough type of situation. I was like, oh, brother, we've already seen how that freaking works out. Look at Marcus coming in strong. He just, hey, the hell with it. The hell with it. I think my Dodgers three-peat. Not repeat. What's up, Maitland? Glenn is in Mexico. Thanks, Maitland. Appreciate it, dude. Glenn is in Mexico enjoying the tropical oasis of a resort somewhere there in Mexico. And I'm sitting here in, it was raining yesterday, in Central California. Yep. But yes, MHC will be tonight, though. Looking forward to that. Slaz Brothers. We all know nothing's changed. Yes, Benji. MHC tonight. 100%. Glenn got deported. Hey, that's pretty tough, Heroku. Man, that would be tough. He was in Canada and to have to get deported to Mexico? That's got to be tough, Heroku. That's got to be tough. Hey, he might be watching as we speak. He might be poolside with his phone watching Giant Sports Talk Live. But he knows he can't call in because if there's a loud bunch of music going on, we could get in trouble by the YouTube police. Yeah. Could get in trouble by the YouTube police. So it kind of sucks. So he kind of has to lay low for a while. Maybe he'll be able to find an opportunity to hop on and join us. But again, if there's a lot of music, it's going to be tough. Let's see what Ibrahim. What's up, dude? Am I the only one that actually is happy? Everyone is saying it's Mets or Yanks for Soto. It's the opposite of the norm where we're always in the news. I like us lurking. You might be onto something there, Ibrahim, because usually the Giants like to be up front, right? The Giants are in it. You always hear that. The Giants are in it. Now, last year, it was kind of, they didn't really promote the whole Ohtani thing, if you think about it. During the Aaron Judge fiasco, oh man, Giants were front and center. Front and center. There was no mistake about it that the Giants were going hard after Aaron Judge. And we all know how that went down. But with the Ohtani stuff, it wasn't quite as in your face as it was with Judge. We'll see how it goes this year. I got the feeling I don't know. Maybe Posey doesn't want to show his cards. I've said this before. Maybe he's keeping everything close to his vest. Yeah, and that's another thing. Ohtani did say no leaks. He did. He set the ground rules real quick. Real quick. And yes, Maitland, that's another point. Farhan was always over-promising. Every time. Glenn working for the cartel. I thought Arson Judge, yeah. Funny, Jack. Oh, what a mess that was, wasn't it? What an absolute mess. Oh, Ohtani, he busted out the English during the parade, did he? Good for him. Good for him. I know he wants to do that a little bit more, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. F that gambler. Woo-wee. Look at that. Here we go. Aaron choked in a playoff. Oh, pretty damn bad. Pretty damn bad. Yeah, Aaron Judge, man. He showed up in game 5. He showed up in game 5 until the top of the 5th when he couldn't catch a damn ball. Yeah, interesting. What did he say? What was his statement in English? Just interesting. I think we dodged a bullet with Aaron Judge. Maybe Mario. That's a possibility. I mean, don't get me wrong. The guy's a fantastic regular season. Come on. The guy's going to be MVP, right? Going to be MVP. But we'll see how the rest of his contract pans out. Again, he's a little bit older. That's why I'm so hard on Soto, because he's at the right age of where you want to pay someone a lot of money. Now, granted, Judge is cheaper, of course, than Soto, but I think you get a lot more years out of Soto than you would have out of Judge. But hey, I mean, let's not fool around. Judge is a good, well, let's say a great player right now. At this time, he's a great player. He's going to be MVP, man. He almost had 60 bombs again, batted over 300, had 100 and freaking, what did he have? 144 RBIs? I mean, goodness gracious. It's just, he just couldn't come through when the lights were the brightest. It happens to people sometimes. LD, have a good one, man. Thanks for showing up. Much appreciated, dude. Have a good rest of your Saturday night. Yeah. Good point, Mario. I like what you're saying. With how big he is, you don't really want him roaming around in center field. Oh, you're asking for an injury. Absolutely. How many championships do we have with Bonds? 0. Good point. True. Very good point. Judge is elite. He'll never show up in the postseason. Yeah. But I think he does have to transition out of the outfield. He needs to be, you're beating your body. He's already a big guy, right? And you can't keep beating yourself up in center field as much as you are if you want to have a longer career. I'm just talking about his body type. See you, LD. Betts struggled recently in the postseason with LA up until he broke out this year. Yeah. Betts had a fantastic postseason. Fantastic postseason. Look at that, man. Everyone's jumping up. Appreciate it. Hey, appreciate all the support, guys. You guys are awesome. Again, can't do the show without people here watching, hearing me talk about a bunch of bullshit sometimes. Hey, just here having fun, guys. That's what it's about. Again, I've said this a million times for those of you who are new in the chat. I just love having conversations, man. Speak up in the chat if you can. I'm not going to bite your head off or nothing. I just like going back and forth. It's fun. What did he say in English? I missed it. This is such a special moment for me. I'm so honored to be here and be part of this team. Congratulations. Thank you, fans. That's cool, man. Eric, you do have a fan base. Don't forget us when we... Yeah, right, dude. 50,000, right? I'll be pushing up daisies before you hit freaking 50,000. But I appreciate that, Benji. We have the deep roster. Get a star and pieces around him. We aren't far away from competing as Mario. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying. Get that star in Soto. He's your cornerstone. You put the pieces around him, and you're cooking with gas. The Giants you got the young guys. You got Ramos. You got Fitzgerald. You got Bailey. I know a lot of people are bad on Bailey, but he's okay for now, right? You got Eldridge that's coming up. Come on. And let's not, we got a bunch of young starting pitching that's coming up as well. I like Birdsong. Harrison may or may not be something. We'll see, but I like Birdsong. Roop has shown something. You got Carson Wisenhunt that still hasn't even made his MLB debut yet. So, I mean, there's guys down there. There's something. We got something. The Giants have got something. You just got to get a couple of pieces. Yeah. It's funny you say that, Christian. What's his name? Michael Kay over there on the Yes Network. They said they polled like 30 baseball insiders that said he thinks that Soto is going to get, I can't remember if it's 12 or 13, but the number is 600. He says that's the bottom, probably 600. If you could trade Harrison for someone, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm fine with that. But I think they're going to still work with him. 14,670. I think it's done. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hey, maybe we'll do that on one of these episodes. Maybe when Glenn gets back, we'll put everyone's name. We'll write everyone's name down about prediction of the years and money that Soto gets. That'd be kind of fun, I think. Hey, maybe we can make that a giveaway. Oh, I know Glenn would love to make that a giveaway. That would be awesome. You could thank the Padres for choking the. Oh, I know, Mario. That was so tough. That was so tough. I thought they had it, man. Yes, he is, Jim. Will be on Military History Chronicles. Man, we were trying to figure out how to get him on there because I'm not going to be using StreamYard. I'm going to be using OBS when I go over to MHC. So we had to figure out a way to get him over there using OBS. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, man. But I think we got it figured out. He should be with me over on Military History Chronicles tonight. Yeah, Will be there. Padres celebrating antics woke up with. Come on. Let's not. I don't look. Can I put hold on. Let me do that. When we get close to the end, Giants report, I'll do that. Look, come on. Machado throwing that ball towards the dugout. That was a non-factor. Come on. That was a non-factor. Profar in left field. Come on, dude. The fans are throwing balls at him. That was ticky-tack, man. Ticky-tack. And then after the game, you saw freaking Dodger fans just going at it against each other. Come on. I don't think that gave the Dodgers the ammunition. I think the Dodgers just finally started getting it together. It was a mistake. The Padres throwing out Dylan Cease too early. I thought maybe he could get it done, but he couldn't. It was so bad. They should have pulled Cease way quicker than what they did, but oh well. You can't cry it over spilled milk, right? These Dodger fans are obsessed with the Padres. That's the hope. I think, honestly, a lot of people say that, or that's the new rivalry. And that's a big rivalry. The Padres and the Dodgers, because of the level of competition. Oh, yeah. Tatis doing that. That was actually kind of funny. But yeah, I get it. That's Alex, you're giving bulletin board material by doing that. I think Tatis should have just, okay, in the outfield, if you want to have fun, that's fine. But he continued it on in the dugout, and that got a bit too much. I get it. I can understand that. No doubt about it. But as far as the competition in rivalry, yeah, the Padres and the Dodgers are right there, man. Right there. The Giants got to get back into it. And if the Giants don't go big, man, it's going to be tough. Man, we just can't. Come on. You just can't be. You got to be bold, right? These other teams are bold. I've said it a bunch of times. The Arizona Diamondbacks, the San Diego Padres, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're all better than the Giants right now. What's up, Momo? Do you think we saw a preview at the end of 2024? Like Giants won some September games, looked unbeatable. No. The Giants got to do more with their lineup. There's no doubt about it. And here's another thing. Some of those teams that they were playing, they caught them at the right time. But they caught the Baltimore Orioles when they weren't playing very well. They caught the Kansas City Royals when they weren't playing very well. Who else were they playing that they didn't? I can't remember. I don't know, man. I think the Giants got to do some work, man. There's no doubt about it. If you want to compete within your own division, look, Momo, they still finished 4th in the damn NL West. They still finished below 500. I don't want the team to go on a run in September when you're still that far out of it. If you want to make a run in September because you're going to make the playoffs, I get it. But it was already too far. You're already too far gone at that point, man. I want the Giants to be able to compete with the teams in your own division. The other teams caught the Giants when they were playing well. Yeah. Good point, dude. Good point. Oh, that's a good point, dude. No doubt about it. Oh, absolutely. But no, don't get me wrong. Giants did play well at the end of the season. That was nice. But they got to do more. They have to. They have to beat up on the Diamondbacks. They got to beat up on more people than just the Diamondbacks. Remember, you guys still got think about it. Atlanta, they kind of fell by the wayside. It was admirable with how many injuries they suffered last year. Whoo. But they'll be back at it again this year. So they're going to be more of a competition. The Mets are going to get better. I'm pretty sure. Who else? Cincinnati may be better. They just got a brand new manager. Mr. Terry Francona is now the manager of the Cincinnati Reds. I expect the Cincinnati Reds to be playing better. The Milwaukee Brewers are still going to be good. So, there's a lot of competition that the Giants have out there. Again, we're just talking wild card here. I want to win. The goal should be winning the division, right? Well, take that back. The ultimate goal is to win the World Series. But on the way to the World Series, you want to win your division. You got to win your division, man. I don't want to sneak in. I'm tired of putting a roster together enough to make it to the wild card. That you're setting the bar too low. I want to set the bar high, man. I want to set it high. I expect more. That's just me, though. Oh, forgot about the Phillies. Yeah, Phillies are in there. Yeah, they're probably going to give it. It's not going to be easy. All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to close this down. If you guys want to catch any type of current events, specifically military history type stuff, I'm going to get into what's going on in the world, specifically in the Ukraine, in the Middle East, in North Korea, all that stuff. I'm going to start getting into that. That's kind of my wheelhouse, guys. So if you guys want to hang out, hey, you're more than happy to come over there here, and I'll put up the link of what it's going to be here. Again, it's not for everyone. I get it. Not a big deal. You could show up if you want to show up. That's fine. If not, it's all good. Well, for those of you who want to stick with baseball, I'll be back here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. What is going to be the title? I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. Here's the link. If you guys want to go check it over there. Again, that's Military History Chronicles. Give a subscribe if you like it. That's cool. But again, tomorrow's I don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow yet. Cryptic Trader thought up the idea today of do the Giants blow it up, but I think we kind of came to the conclusion we don't think the Giants will blow it up. We'll see what happens though. We'll have to keep it. Again, we don't know what to expect from Posey. Don't know what to expect from Minasian. I'm going to say it right. But all we can hope is it's going to be better than it was with the previous regime. All right, guys. Again, thanks for showing up. Much appreciated. For those of you who are going to go over to Military History Chronicles, we'll see you over there shortly. Until tomorrow night, see ya!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.